Yo, 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 what's up? Nico here. What do you do with criticism? I was doing some reflection on my own personal journey and some decisions that I recently made over the past, I don't know, maybe past 3 weeks, month. I like to assess and reflect. When I was doing my assessment and my reflection, what I noticed was that there was a trend in negative feelings when there was some sort of criticism given towards, or that I interpreted. Let me put it that way. If I interpreted criticism of my work, I made some decisions. If I heard something that I took as criticism for my character, I addressed that, right? If I hear some criticism that's unwarranted, unvalid, how do you address that? Criticism, I'm learning, is something that is difficult for me to receive. So I had to figure out why. There's a difference between feedback and criticism. I think a lot of times we get scared of criticism because we think it's somebody knocking us, knocking our character. I think that it might be two other things. One, I think that it might be us feeling insecure about some area of our life. That's mine, at least. When I get criticized about my work, my character, my conduct, I take it pretty personally because I've worked really hard to make some changes in my work ethic, in the way that I carry myself, my character. So I usually get offended because I'm like, who the heck is this person trying to tell me it? The other side of it is that they can just be sharing something that they see, and they might be helping you out to avoid some sort of pain that they felt. I'm not talking about how the criticism is delivered. Tone, body language, word choice. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the content of the criticism. Where did it stem from? What's the root of it? I recently had somebody criticize why I was representing a certain organization. I was really proud of representing this organization because I'm one of a kind. Like, I was the only one in the institution doing it. And so because I was proud of what I was doing, when somebody criticized why I was allowed this opportunity to do it, I got really offended. I took it personally, and I shouldn't have. Don't get me wrong, there was some personal remarks that were made towards me, but can you do? Everybody got an opinion. It's like a belly button. Don't really do much either. But because I let it get into my soul, into my guts, when I let it affect me, I wanted to know why. So I had to take a step back and I asked myself, is what they were saying true? Did it have any merit? Was there any validity behind it? No? Cool then. Water under the bridge and keep it moving. How do you deal with criticism? Another way I used to deal with criticism, and I still do every once in a while, is I deflect it. I think that maybe it's not, I don't agree with it, so I deflect why they would be saying it. Usually in those ones, it's probably something true that I know about myself. For instance, one of the reasons why I'm working towards removing smoking from my life is because somebody criticized me about it. They're like, you help people get to their definition of sober. How come you smoke? Smoking is not sober. I got hurt because somebody criticized something that I knew was true. So I deflected it. Wow, I smoke because of X, Y, and Z. I've been smoking since I was 14. So the worst thing that I'm ever going to do. I started giving all kinds of justification for it. And then in my head, like 2 days afterwards, after the situation had passed, I was still justifying and rationalizing why I did it in my head. Sometimes criticism is necessary to get us on the right path, to give us some direction. Qualify it first, see if it's something that is true. And then second, assess on what you want to do. Because a lot of times, some people want to criticize us for things that we do that they can't. Or they give us criticism because we've gotten so far and we can't see the next step. And these critics are like, well, just do this. So sometimes it's a leg up. Really, criticism, how we apply it is up to us. No one is expecting you to be perfect. No one is expecting you to be an angel. It's okay to have no halo. What's not okay is to ignore stuff that is continually being put in front of us that we need to correct.